What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today I learned a bit of information that I don't think I wanted to learn about. It makes me a tad bit nervous when it comes to the future of Halo Infinite. Now, for those who have been following this game for a while now, I think one of the biggest concerns is if Halo Infinite should bring in a battle royale. This has been something that the community has been going back and forth on for ages now. Now, we all know my personal opinion when it comes to battle royales. I'm not a big fan of them when it comes to the first place. You know, I think my phase for battle royales ended at PUBG. When PUBG released, that was the game that I grinded. I put in way too many hours. Probably more hours than I should have put in. And I pretty much got my BR fix around PUBG. Now, afterwards, it kind of fell off for me. You know, Apex Legends, Blackout, Warzone, so on and so forth, Fortnite. All these games are releasing. All these games are popping off. But for me personally, my phase with BR has ended. But just because my phase with BR ended doesn't mean I'm going to be one-sided to the whole situation. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, JB, you just hate BR, so that's why you don't want a BR in Halo Infinite. But I'm being honest here. There's more reasons to why I don't want this in the game. I mean, just look at this poll right here. Over on my channel, under the community tab, I put out a post about 3 days ago, basically a little questionnaire for the public, on if they think Halo Infinite needs a battle royale. 15,000 votes. 12% said yes, 15% said maybe, and 73% said no. Over half of the 15,000 votes who have said anything about BRs in Halo Infinite said it should not be in the game. And it's not just on my channel as well. Pretty much every massive YouTuber out there that you could possibly think of who enjoys Halo, not just Halo Infinite, but, you know, the OGs of the whole franchise, people who have been playing since day one, they're not fans of Battle Royale either. But despite all of our opinions and the countless videos that I've seen on the internet, you know, describing why Halo Infinite shouldn't get a Battle Royale, we now see a brand new game mode. I believe it's coming in with Season 2. It might come a little bit sooner. But the game mode is called Last Spartan Standing. Now, if that name doesn't scream Battle Royale to you, then I don't know what does. Now, I know tons of people are going to be in the comment section saying, 343 said we don't want any Battle Royales in their game. You know, they said the only BR we're focused on is the Battle Rifle, which, in my personal opinion, was epic. I love that response, and I think it's fantastic. But with all honesty right now, I don't trust any developers out there. Warzone, one of the biggest BRs in the whole genre, wasn't even supposed to be a thing. Now, obviously, since the game mode has been out for a while, you could tell they've been working on it way before the game mode was even released. But during its prime, before it was even released to us, the developers made it very clear that their main concern is 100% not a battle royale. That their main concern was going to be Call of Duty and Call of Duty only. And now, do you see where we are? I know there's not too many Call of Duty fans out there, unless I make Call of Duty videos, then everybody's going to be in the comment section about COD, but it's probably off topic to talk about this in a Halo video, but truly, Call of Duty sucks now. Every game that releases, Modern Warfare, Black Ops Cold War, and Vanguard, were all games pushed out to encourage more playtime for Warzone. None of those games were made with the intentions of people, you know, strictly sticking to the multiplayer experience. They were released to bring in new DLC weapons that are overpowered in Warzone, and then encourage people to buy the $60 copies of the game, because the only way to rank up these weapons efficiently is either to, you know, grind it out in Warzone and, you know, take forever, or buy the game and play TDM domination, and then grind up the weapons and go right back to Warzone. Same thing when it comes to Battlefield. The Battlefield developers said, you know what? Battle Royale, we're not going to worry about it. We're not going to do anything with this. We're going to focus on Battlefield. Guess what comes out? Firestorm. Firestorm. Here we are with Firestorm. Instantly flops. And even till this day, they are claiming that their main focus is Battlefield, but they continuously keep branching off. Now they're chasing the extraction game type trends, and it just never ends. These developers will say absolutely anything to us to try to not piss off the core community, including 343. Again, this game mode isn't out yet. We don't know if this is going to be a legitimate battle royale. We don't know what their plans are. But like I said, from my past experience from multiple different games, I have heard one too many developers tell us specifically they are never going to work on a BR, and then 5 seconds later, they have a fat BR in their game. And the worst part about it is that when each and every one of my favorite franchises adopted this game mode, the core experience that brought me into those franchises initially turned to absolute trash. And the same thing will happen to Halo. You know, Warzone dropped, Call of Duty went completely downhill, and it's still going downhill till this day. And they're announcing a Warzone 2. I don't see a bright future for COD anytime soon. Warzone, yeah, it's going to be great. If you're a BR fan, you're going to love Call of Duty. You love it. But for a traditional 6v6 fan, someone who's an OG from like Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, just don't even bother. The game is going to continuously go downhill because this Warzone Battle Royale came out. Same thing with Firestorm. Came out. Battlefield 5 completely. We all know Battlefield 5 is one of the worst Battlefield games to ever be released. So, I mean, it's no shocker there. And 2042, literally the worst Battlefield game to ever release. And guess what that game started out as? Battlefield 2042 was not even what it was supposed to be today. It had no extraction game mode. It didn't have Portal. It might have had Portal. But it didn't have any multiplayer. It was literally going to be 110% an only Battle Royale game. And you see the direction that Battlefield 2042 took. You see how bad the game turned out. Halo Infinite doesn't need this. If the game starts off as a BR, then fine. So be it. Apex Legends, phenomenal game. PUBG, phenomenal game. But they weren't anything before that. They weren't 6v6 shooters. They weren't, military-styled shooters. They weren't anything besides a battle royale. The only one that was something else was Fortnite. But Fortnite wasn't even that much of a competitive shooter. It was more of a survival game. So to add in a BR, it was a risk, but it was a risk that worked in the long run. And they had no other experience that really, anybody was going to be pissed off if the survival mode, died off. Because it's just the survival mode. People want to play Fortnite for the BR. Survival's still there, but the BR is where it's at. Call of Duty, it's not a BR. Battlefield, it's not a BR. And Halo Infinite, it is not a BR. If 343 adds in a Battle Royale, and it's even partially successful, you already know the direction Microsoft is going to take. Halo Infinite will get no more content. It will be absolutely neglected. And every last bit of resources and manpower that they have at 343 is going to go directly into making sure the Battle Royale lives on. Because it's going to be their new cash cow. And guess what's going to happen to all the good old-fashioned OG Halo fans? Basically, it's a big F you. Enough people are already bouncing back to the MCC right now. If a BR came out, MCC would be completely popular. It'll be more populated than anything I could possibly imagine if Halo Infinite releases a BR. But, I mean, let alone, they don't need to be distracted on something else. It's not even to the point where it's going to kill off Halo Infinite. It's just Halo Infinite doesn't need it right now. Halo Infinite still needs to find out what it truly is. The foundation of the game is there. It's phenomenal. The gameplay is fantastic. Honestly, of all the shooters that released in 2021, Halo Infinite, hands down by far the best shooter to release. But it still has its fair share of problems. Tons of glitches and bugs that a lot of competitive players and casual players are, complaining about. The lack of content in the game, and Season 2 is releasing, but is it going to be enough? We don't know yet until the season actually drops. We know the map count, but right now, the maps feel very slim. Like, I personally have not played Halo Infinite in a very long time because of this exact reason. I'd much rather go to the MCC, where I have tons of customization, tons of maps, and tons of games to play through, than just hop on Halo Infinite and play the same 2 maps over and over again, because there's not enough maps in rotation to begin with. And I want to make it very clear that I'm not against a BR in Halo Infinite. Not even in the slightest. If they want to go ahead and do that later on, then, that's up to them. It will only increase their popularity. But right now, they need to focus on the main experience. BR can come later. But do not make BR priority number 1 when your current game is an absolute mess. We need more content. We need more polishing. We need more support from the development team. Once we see that, once all of this stuff is polished off, once we can get this game to where it should have been day 1, then do whatever the hell you want. The more content, the merrier. The more game modes, the merrier. Nobody's going to be angry about that. But the only reason I believe people are angry right now is because they don't want BR to overtake the developer's production time. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor. I know not everybody was able to go ahead and vote in that poll. So I'm very curious to see what you guys are feeling towards a BR being introduced into Halo Infinite. Are you guys completely, cool with that? Is that a good idea? Or do you agree with me that maybe they should hold off a little bit more? It's not the right time and the right place for them to introduce something like this. They should be more worried about expanding their playlists, fixing bugs, glitches, patching up the game, and adding more content. That should be literally number 1 going down the road here, and then BR can come later down the road. Or do you not agree with me at all here and you just think BR suck altogether and they should just not be implemented in the game at all? Whatever your opinions are, like I said, leave them down in the comment section. I love reading them all. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that is in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. See you all in the next one. Peace out.